Hello everyone. Today I'm working on a 2007 Toyota Solara. I've been trying to track down a fueling issue on this car, as after you drive it for a bit, let it warm up, park it for about 15 minutes and go to crank it again, it'll crank but it won't turn over. I've been able to narrow this down to fuel because we've checked the air, vacuum's not leaking, throttle body was cleaned up a bit, the mass airflow sensor was cleaned, and spark plugs were replaced. I'm led to believe that this is a fueling issue primarily due to that. You'll see here in a second a snapshot of the fuel pressure regulator, which was replaced also. The last resort here is going to be replacing the low pressure fuel pump and try to see if that helps. So sit back, relax, and watch the show. At the end of this video, I'm actually cutting open the fuel filter to see what sits in there. I'm sure everyone's a little curious. So be sure to stick around and check it out. For those of you who have made it this far, great job. There's only a few steps to go. You'll want to squeeze these retaining clips on the fuel pump assembly so that you get access to what holds the fuel pump and filter in place. You'll see that once you get those out, it'll pop right out, and you'll see me play with the clips from the housing side, but I'd advise that you remove the clips directly from the lid, as you'll see me do. It was much more difficult to remove the clips from this housing as it was from the lid itself. From there, you're going to want to be careful not to snap any of the clips as you go through the rest of this. In a few seconds, you're going to see a picture of the fuel filter and the clips that you'll need to remove from the bottom of the fuel pump. Just be cautious not to, well, I guess on the old one, doesn't really matter if you break it, but on the new one, be sure to be careful when reapplying it. As you work through replacing the fuel filter, just be mindful that to get the fuel filter pressed into the fuel pump, it does take a bit of pressure, as you'll see later on in the video. I do want to apologize for the poor video angles. I know that this isn't really the best visual representation of how you want to go about this. I didn't realize that the camera was so off until after I had completed the job. If you're having any issues going about resolving this or getting a feel for what it was specifically that I did, feel free to ask away in the comments.